That's where we stayed. I'll give you a quick tour of the place. But not really. We're packing up. This is the end of our trip. There's a lot of ups and downs with your salmon fishing. You know, if you're like me, you watch these YouTube videos and you can't help but romanticize about how your trip is going to turn out and how the fishing is going to be and what you're going to catch and how good the run is and all that kind of stuff, especially because we heard such a great report the day before. But what had happened is all that rain came in, washed all the fish out of the estuary, and really the fishing wasn't that good for the 3 days that we were up here. The first day was pretty discouraging, really discouraging. As a matter of fact, we got pretty down on ourselves, and then we came home, we came back here, and we saw that the guest Wi-Fi was Psalms 46. You can see right here it says, he says, "Be still and know that I am God." Yeah, so tell me that wasn't meant for me to read. If that wasn't speaking straight to me. It's like he was saying, you're this upset, you're this angry about a fish. Come on. Way more important things out there. You're loved and cared for. That's what matters. You can apply that mindset to almost any facet of life. So we just had to take a step back, reevaluate our situation, figure out what we're gonna do. We went full Lewis and Clark mode and just went exploring. We had to go down smaller channels, more narrow water, and we were able to run down a couple fish. Unfortunately, what had happened is that my GoPro, for some reason, I don't know if I left it on the last 2 days or if there's something that's actually wrong with it, by 9 o'clock did not have any battery left in it. So most of this video is gonna be the Drew Morgan show, my brother, but that only makes sense. He is the fisherman of the family. He is the one that was catching the most of the fish. So it's gonna be his GoPro that you're gonna see most of the action on. This is a fishing experience. I think it's not a place where you come to show your technical ability. You're gonna have some fair hooked fish. You're gonna have some foul hooked fish. It's just a part of it. It just happens when you're fishing pods of swimming salmon. You come to this place to see this river fill up with these huge kings. You come to this place to test your 8-weight rods, to put them to the absolute max. But you're gonna have a lot break off. You're gonna have a lot of heartbreaking moments. Well, at any rate, we gotta finish packing up so we can get on the road and get home to our families. And we can get you onto the video and the fishing action. So let's go ahead and back it up a couple days from when we first showed up in New York. Welcome. We are not in Pulaski, but we're close. The salmon run is on, according to the DSR and several other people. It rained the past several days and the temperature is dropping, and those two things are a recipe for pushing fish into the river, into the Salmon River. Drew tied up a ton of flies here. I'm not going to get into a debate on whether these fish, on whether king salmon at the end of their lifespan, at the end of their life cycle, bite or not. I've heard both sides of the argument. So Drew tied up a bunch of these different flies here. So as the fish is pointed upriver with his mouth like this, you're using the flossing technique to bring that fly into his mouth and hook him like that. So often a fairly caught fish is hooked in the opposite side of his mouth. But much like a trout would hit, there was a few that we caught last time that we were out here where the hook was actually inverted and caught in the top side of the mouth. Is it possible for this heavy fly to hit a rock and become inverted and then catch in the top part of the mouth? Sure, it's possible, but I think it would be more likely that the fly was bit or bumped out of not hunger, but out of instinctual aggression. But that's not even the main reason that he tied all these woolly buggers and Estes eggs and all these egg patterns and egg sucking leeches and stuff like that. But this time of year, especially when it gets cold, you can catch, there's all different types of species in there. It's not just king salmon, it's coho salmon, it's Atlantic salmon, it's trout species, and we know the trout species hit baits, lake run browns and steelhead. So that's why he tied up a bunch of different fly options. That, and by law, you have to have, you can't just throw out a bare hook to snag one of these king salmon. It has to have a bait, so you might as well target all species while you're in there. Clippers here. I'm gonna pull this out the length of my arm. It can be no closer. It can be no closer than a foot, but it can be no further away than 4 feet. So I'm going to use this, blood knot that in, put my split shot above the blood knot. That way I'm within the legal parameters. Heavy weighted fly. I'm going to be targeting kings first. The water is high, the water is muddy, so I'm going to use this 15-pound fluorocarbon. If it looks like I see browns or steelheads or something like that being caught, I can always switch it out to 12, 10, 8 if need be. We have mono and fluorocarbon, so we'll be able to adapt to whatever situation or whatever fish is being caught out here. But initially we're going to be targeting kings, and hopefully there is a pile of them. At least that's what we're banking on. Hopefully the water's not too high, not dangerously high. But I'm going to go ahead and finish tying this up and get to bed because we got to get up extra early. So I will see you all on the water. What a gorgeous morning. Enjoying creation.
Keeping them out. Shoot. Well. Oh, no, he is inside the mouth. I'm pretty sure.
Get up above him. Get up above him so he doesn't slip. Get up ahead of him.
Can you get on the back and get back?
Yeah. Can you get ahead of him?
I'm gonna stand still.
He's gonna get me on that rock.
See how you broke on that rock.
Am I broke?
You're broke completely.
He's hooked right in the mouth. Yeah. If you can't get him by the head, you can get him by the tail. That's 100% fair caught fish right there.
Is that a king there?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the other species don't get that big.
Is it a healthy one?
Yeah, that's a healthy one. That's a healthy female. She looked pretty big on her own. Look at him row. That confirms her sex. Oh boy. All right, yeah, hold on a second. I got it all on film.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I knew you were gonna get it.
Wow, too. That's a big one.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep my eyes on it. I know. Oh, God.
Ooh, that's a big girl too there, ain't it?
Is there another one still in there?
Yes. They're spawning. There's a male in there.
Hold on. You're gonna want me to take it from this side. You see on your line? Oh my gosh.
I don't even have that. Huh.
Still on? No way. Well, let's see if I can net it again. I've done it once, I can do it again. Although she's a handful in that net, I can tell you. I can't get, it's her head, I can't get it. It ain't going nowhere.
I'm gonna let up. I'm gonna let up. I don't know if she bit or what.
I don't know. Definitely a legal hook.
Alright, I'm gonna get a picture now.
Here, let me get on this side. Oh, she's gonna look good in this sunlight, I can tell you. See what I mean about rolling them thick suckers over on your hands? I'm just gonna keep cranking on him. Try to beach him. Can you get him? Before he goes? Dip it down in there. Here, just bring him over here to center island for a picture. That's a stout sucker.
Yeah. It's nice. Rolls up.
Can you pinch her tail and put it on the very tip of her tail? You hold it right there.
A 33 foot. 39.
30, oh, 39, 39. Just shy of a,
Let's set this down so the stuff doesn't fall out. But dude, she is. Oh my gosh. This is the biggest fish I ever caught in my life.
We're going to have to get her back soon.
Right in the top of the mouth, inside out actually.
Here, throw the net to me. Not enough to scoop him though. He goes this way.
I'm gonna lean him your way. Good hook. Inside out. I got one here in the mouth. He is inside the mouth. We'll see. Oh.
Do another one of those.
I've got some good camera action going, sorry. Do you want camera action or do you want a net?
Where's their net at? I'll camera action. I don't know where he's hooked, though, to be honest with you.
He's up front.
Good, dude.
Aw.
Where you got a hook that you think, Jared? I don't know. Probably not perfect. If I had to take a guess.
There's freaking nuts keep falling off trees.
I keep thinking it's river walkers up there, tree knocking at him.
Like Sasquatch?
Yeah. There's a lot of sightings up there.
Start walking downstream a little bit maybe. Use body weight.
I would stay in the grass and walk in the water.
You think?
Smaller guy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm feeling real good head shakes. A lot of head shakes. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I'm controlling him pretty good too, as long as he don't barrel roll me. I think he's in the mouth. It's a big buck. I'm gonna put a little pressure on him so he has to sit there. I think that's a real pretty one. I might get a picture with this one. He's a real big, huh? Yeah, that's what I said. I want to get a picture with this guy. He's a real big, pretty male. Is he in the corner of the mouth?
You have an Estes egg?
A pink Estes egg?
Yeah.
Inside? Yeah. Yeah.
One more last stop here before we leave. We're at the end of our trip. Just wanted to go see the fish coming up the ladder. This is where they start the life cycle, and this is where they finish their life cycle. We wanted to go see it.
Look, there's a ladder. Look up that ladder and down this chute.
And that's the fish hatchery. But we're gonna go check this ladder out here where the fish finally come up. So when you hear the salmon run, that means that they're running from Lake Ontario all the way up to Altmar, which is where we're at now, which is where we're staying. I know it's getting late, we just wanted to show you. The fish are blocked off here. And this is the end of the run for them. And then they head up that chute into the hatchery. It's crazy, this whole operation, just so we can go out and salmon fish once a year.
Did you see them guys, y'all?
Yeah.
Look at him, something ate it.